I'm Jordan Nicole.
I'm Zoe Hertz, and this is Good Evening KU.
Yes, we're here. It's Monday, and we're so excited to be here. How are you doing?
I'm good. How was your weekend?
It was good. You know, Valentine's Day was on Thursday.
Yes. Did you do anything fun?
I did. I had a Galentine's Day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How many friends did you have?
It was 3 of us.
Okay, cute.
Something casual. So we did chocolate covered strawberries.
Did you guys make chocolate covered strawberries?
No.
Oh.
No. Went to Hy-Vee.
Oh,
yeah.
We love Hy-Vee.
Yeah, Hy-Vee's fun. So lots of chocolate, peanut clusters, all that fun stuff, and just girl gossip.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. What about you? Are you single, taken?
I'm taken.
Okay.
So I made dinner for my boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm actually really into cooking lately. Thank you to BuzzFeed Tasty videos.
Okay.
But I found one of this BuzzFeed Tasty videos. It was chicken Alfredo roll-ups. So yeah, so I attempted to make that, and it was honestly, it was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
He liked it. So.
I mean, as long as he's happy.
Yeah.
What's that saying? The way to a guy's heart is through food.
Food, yeah.
Well.
Or like a happy wife is a happy life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Happy
I thought
wife.
you were
Happy
like,
wife, happy life.
not married.
Yeah, she's not wiped up yet.
Nope.
It's fine. Yeah, so did you do anything else fun over the weekend?
I went to the Travis Scott concert.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I think everyone was at the Travis Scott concert.
Yes, everyone was at the Travis Scott concert.
Except for me.
It's okay, because you have a Snapchat, so you were there.
I can live vicariously through you. It's
But
fine.
it was fun. So I actually ended up in the front row of I had GA tickets, and we got there super early because our tickets allowed us to come in earlier than everyone. And honestly, I thought that I would avoid the mosh pit by being against the railing, but instead I was just slammed into the railing.
Oh.
And I have so many bruises all over me from this concert. Yeah, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
He was pulling people out of the audience to go on the roller coaster, and I think if I was chosen to go up on the roller coaster, I would have died and gone to heaven.
You literally would have died.
I think that's my dream in life. Like, I think I need to go back to see it just so in hopes of me getting on this roller coaster.
You need to.
I
We should just walk off
don't know if I can.
and find a roller coaster.
I don't know if I can handle being slammed against the railing again. Like, I was honestly in pain.
Travis Scott, you need to come back and get Zoe.
Yes.
She's waiting for you.
I need to ride the roller coaster.
She needs to ride the wave.
I need to ride the wave.
She needs to. Okay, so for someone like me, I know Travis Scott, but I'm not like deeply into his, what is it, Astro World, the album. I haven't listened to everything. I'll get around to it. Like top 5 songs.
Okay, so you got to start with the Sicko Mode, the classic.
Obviously.
All right.
Sicko Mode.
And then you go for Can't Say.
Okay.
And then you and then go. I don't know. Those are just.
Goosebumps?
Goosebumps is not on the album.
Okay. Well, see, I don't know anything. But would you recommend that song?
Oh, yeah, duh.
Okay.
Well, people were like, yeah, I don't know who Travis Scott is. I'm like, you know the song Goosebumps.
I mean,
and they're like, oh, yeah, I know the song Goosebumps.
You know him through the association of Kylie Jenner.
Right.
If that.
Like Kylie Jenner's baby daddy. Okay, if you do not know who Travis Scott is, he's Kylie Jenner's baby daddy.
Yeah.
And
he has the little braids coming down.
And
right?
You all know the song Goosebumps. If you don't, you live under a rock.
Yeah,
sorry.
we can't help
Not
you.
to offend those of you who live under a rock, but
they'll be fine. They're probably not even watching.
Yeah.
So
like,
it's fine. It's fine.
So on for Stormy's first birthday, that's Kylie Jenner's son, he wrote, "Happy birthday, Stormy, let's rage."
Oh no.
All right, well that's it for us today. We are gonna take it over to the news, so we'll be right back.
And we're out.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Make someone's day. Pay it forward.
Hi, welcome back to the show. I'm Al Moore, and today I have a special guest here with me, former Kansas Jayhawk outfielder Devin Foyle.
Hi.
Thanks for being on the show today, Devin.
Thank you.
So I have to know right off the bat, how did you feel hearing your name in last year's Major League Baseball Amateur Player Draft, getting drafted your junior year? 17th round pick for the Oakland Athletics. That must have been surreal for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I mean, like, I really didn't know when I was going to get picked, and I was just there with my family, and like, it just kind of all happened. I got a phone call and kind of just went in talked with my mom, and I was like, I think something's gonna happen here, and then I was picked, and it was just a great moment.
So then your junior season, you didn't have like a feeling at all, you know, like,
I mean, I had a feeling like the way my junior year was going, I kind of like was put into realization that like, okay, this can happen, like it's happening, and just had to wait until see what happened like after the season, and then from there on.
yeah, that's very cool.
But yeah, it was exciting.
Did, you talk to any of your friends right out, like after you heard the call? Were you like, just like spread the news? I'm so excited.
It was hard because like so much was going on at once. I was getting hundreds of texts and calls from everyone that like I just couldn't like reply to everyone at once. I first called my brother because he was out of the country, so I was talking with him, and then I had to wait until my phone like calmed down to talk with anyone.
Yeah, well, congratulations. That's such like a big accomplishment for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
And with the Oakland Athletics, Kyler Murray, that's
Yeah.
it. He was going to play with you, but then he decided to do football. How would you have felt if he was your teammate?
I mean, it would have been cool because I mean, he was obviously a Heisman draft pick, and I've played against him in the Big 12, so like I know of him, and like we've played against each other for 3 years, and then I think it would have been cool. He was also an outfielder with me, so we would have trained together and just worked out together. But I mean, obviously it's what he chose, but he still has a chance to come back, so
Yeah.
we'll just have to wait and see.
Wait and see, definitely. So now I heard with the Oakland Athletics, you get some free swag. I've heard you like send some T-shirts to some of your friends, like Owen, for example. But have you made your girlfriend Laura such a big Oakland A's fan now?
Yeah, she loves elephant, so I've gotten her a couple of the hats. We actually just got a new spring training hat, and it's just a big elephant right here. So I have to send those around, and then I definitely got some for my family, so they're all huge A's fans now.
Huge A's fans, absolutely. So walk me through what you've basically been doing since getting drafted. Like, do you still do schoolwork, or it's just baseball 24/7?
So when I was first drafted, I had to report, and then from there I had my first season. It was the short season, and then right when that ended, I enrolled back in classes because it was the off season. So I enrolled back in classes, and I took a semester here, and then I had to go to Instructs. But fortunately, my teachers let me go there and like still work on my classes for when I was gone for a month. And then I came back and finished my classes. And then, so that was nice. And so I just stayed here, and then I'm in an online class now, so.
Oh, how is that going?
It's all right.
Is it a fun online class, like communications, biology, math, anything like that?
No, it's an anthropology class.
Oh, wow.
I've never taken it before, but it was an 8-week course that I needed to do, so.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it already started, and it'll end like right when spring training starts, so it's kind of good for me.
Yeah,
But
that's definitely nice. So what's the hardest thing about professional baseball that a lot of people don't know? Because it's definitely on a different level than college baseball.
A lot of people don't realize that like, you don't just go straight up to the major leagues. Like, you have to go through
that's what I thought initially.
Yeah, like, so you have to go through the minor league system, and that is a grind for sure. So like, you have games at night, and then you play every single day. Like right after college, I played like 60-something games with only like 4 off days.
Gosh.
And then so what happens there is like, you have bus rides, like 8-hour bus rides. Like, we'll bus through the night, play that day. After the game, like after the series, we'll bus through the night, get home at like 6 in the morning, and then have a game that night. Like, people don't realize what we have to go through to play all those games.
Yeah,
and stuff.
but I mean, you did travel a lot here with KU baseball.
Yeah, but we flew and like stayed in nice hotels and everything. Like,
yeah. So
but here it's just like you're on a bus packed with people and everyone, and then you just go and you play.
Gosh,
Yeah.
don't know if I could do that.
No.
So what, inspires you to keep playing baseball, to have that drive, to pick up the glove every day, and go out there on that field?
I love it, and I know my family loves it, and I think it's just, I have so much fun playing, and just still haven't had, like, I still love playing it, going out there and playing every day.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Absolutely.
Like, I still have fun. So which is the best part.
Yeah. So ending on this one, what has been your favorite KU baseball memory since you've played here?
Oh, jeez.
I know that's a tough one, but if you could narrow it down to one.
I would say making it to the Big 12 tournament was always so much fun. Like, I don't know which one, but like I would just say the past 2 years going to the Big 12 tournament with everyone on the team was just so much fun because like all the Big 12 teams are there and it's just such a cool event, and just I would say that in general is the best part.
Yeah.
It's been.
It's always been fun, watching you out there going to the games and seeing that, atmosphere and energy, especially when you guys win. That's very cool. Well, thank you for stopping by today, Devin. It's been awesome talking with you, and we wish you the best of luck. And here at Media Crossroads, we know it's going to be a home run for you.
Thank you.
But stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome back. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Victor. This is your Good Morning Evening KU News Update. 3 people were killed and 1 injured in a separate shooting this weekend in Kansas City. 1 man was shot in his home, 1 on the street, and 1 on the vehicle outside the nightclub. The shooting raised the number of homicides numbers in Kansas City so far this year to 19.
The Navy veteran identified as the kissing sailor in the famous World War II photo has passed away just 2 days before his 96th birthday. George Mendonça had been living in an assisted living facility in Rhode Island and suffered from severe congestive heart failure. The woman he kissed on August 14, 1945, died in 2016 at the age of 92. The photo remains one of the most iconic pictures of the 20th century.
On Friday, President Trump officially declared a state of emergency along the southern border. Today's numerous protests occurred across the country, challenging the president's use of his executive order. Power and whether there really is an emergency. Watchdog groups have also filed at least 2 lawsuits to stop the process.
Southwest Airlines canceled 100 flights and delayed 1,000 more this weekend after a slowdown initiated by the union for its mechanics. The airline has declared an operational emergency, requiring its mechanics to report to work or be fired. Southwest also told its mechanics it would assign them overtime as needed, and any illnesses would require a doctor's note.
As we mentioned earlier, Travis Scott performed at the Sprint Center in Kansas City last night. However, what is making the headlines today is when the concert ended, he forgot where he was and he said, "Thank you, St. Louis." Travis is set to perform at St. Louis tonight.
In sports, the men's basketball team won on Saturday, while the women lost another close game on Sunday. Nearly everyone on the team had a good game for the men as they beat West Virginia 78-53. However, the women blew a double-digit lead against Texas Tech and lost 75-71.
The baseball and softball teams each picked up their first wins of the season on the road. The baseball team beat South Carolina upstate on Friday and again this afternoon, but dropped a doubleheader on Saturday. The Jayhawks are now 2-2 on this year, and the softball team defeated UMass and the Providence in Florida and now sit 2-8 on the season. KU will travel to Knoxville, Tennessee this weekend for a 5-game tournament.
The track and field team saw individual wins by pole vaulter Alexis Romero and long jumper Cordell Tinch, but it was the women's distance medley relay team that made headlines. The team of Allie Ryan, Nicole Montgomery, Marlena Eubanks, and Sharon Lokiti broke the 11-minute barrier and set a new school record with a time of 10:58.31.
And last but not least, the tennis team picked up a couple of 6-1 victories this weekend at the Rock Chalk Park on Saturday. The Jayhawks knocked off Tulsa and on Sunday beat Rice by the same score. KU will host Arkansas and the Air Force this coming weekend.
And that will wrap it up for today's news update. After the break, Kaylin and Chris will be back with this week's weather forecast.
When you shop local in the heart of the city, you support the people that make our community thrive. The money you spend here stays here, in this place we call our home. Lawrence, Kansas, where there's good old-fashioned hometown pride. Eat local, drink local, shop local.
Welcome back. So I'm Kalen Cameron with your Good Evening KU weather update, and joining us tonight is Chris. He is outside and live on campus. So Chris, why don't you go ahead and tell us where are you at and what's the weather like?
Okay, I am here in front of Malat and Wesco Hall. It's very cold, it's slightly windy, and the sun is going down because we are in the midst of winter in the month of February.
All right,
Yes.
Well, do you see a lot of people walking around, and if so, what are they wearing?
Yes, people are wearing coats because hypothermia is real and people are scared of it. So I guess it is smart. It's well advised to be wearing coats at the moment. So yes, as you can see, I am also wearing a coat.
All right, well, thank you so much, Chris. You can go ahead and come back on into the studio. All right, so we'll go ahead and go on to tonight's forecast. So like Chris said, it's a bit of a chilly one outside right now, but we will have some cloudy skies, even though the sun is kind of peeking out right now. Overnight, we will have cloudy skies, temperatures around 17 degrees, a bit of a breeze out of the northeast, but we really won't have any chances of precipitation. Now, of course, as you go into the evening, like we said earlier, the sun is peeking out right now. Temperatures are around 24 degrees, a bit of a breeze, but not too much. And of course, as we go further on into the evening, then we will see the skies start to cloud up even more. Temperatures will drop down into the lower 20s, a bit of a breeze out of the north, around 4 to 5 miles per hour, but nothing too bad. And of course, with all of these clouds, that is going to build up to our next weather event. Now, I'm sure most of you have probably heard of the chances for snow in tomorrow's forecast. So, it will start out, actually right now, Douglas County and the surrounding area are in a winter weather advisory. And the weather tomorrow will start off with clouds in the morning, but as we go into the afternoon, we will see that transition over to snow. So the temperature tomorrow will be around freezing, and there will be a bit of a wind, 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the east, and a chance for precip around 50%. Now we'll see a lot of the snow mostly tomorrow night, and we could potentially see up to 5 inches here in the Lawrence area going into the KC Metro. So looking into next week, or into the week ahead, then we will see temperatures warming up a little bit going into, sorry, I'm having a bit of trouble. Okay, so we'll see temperatures warming up a little bit going into next week, going into the mid-40s, a little bit of a break in the weather system. We could see some showers around Saturday evening, but really not much as far as snow or anything like that goes. So thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time.